Greetings. Welcome to July the 8th, 070809. Yes, sir. That would be magic, karma, and divine endings and conclusions. If you will, go look at the screenshots in the community page. If you look at the second screenshot, the very last comment, just tell me what you think when the word baneful magic comes to mind reading that comment. Everything happens in divine right time. And I mean, I'm not going to pass any judgment. I just do believe I predicted that market downtown months ago. And that's been energy that has been in the cards for quite some time. Quite some time. Anyway, to each his own. Just found that kind of interesting. Thought I would share that. That's what it is. What y'all do with it as you may. Do with it as you may. Because I know we've had community under judgment, magic on the courthouse. What it is, I mean, who knows? I really don't care. Just really don't care. However, found it very interesting that it popped up like that on 07/08/2025. That's mindfulness. That's magic, karma, divine endings and conclusions. Yeah, and I was just watching something with entertainment talking about, I won't even say his name because I really don't like to promote him due to all the fear-based material. And I know a lot of people like that. It is for entertainment, but they don't like divination, so I don't promote them. But they do talk about a lot of the things that we talk about and then say that you don't need divination to come up with these theories. But come on now. That to me, just to mention divination, that you don't use it, to me, that's magic. That's smoke and mirrors. Yeah, don't watch divination where we get our entertainment information from so that we can cover up earth angels because they're all fallen angels. Star seeds aren't real. Have you ever had a QHHT session, or are you so dipped in the confirmation? It's just what it is. I see through that shit. It's what it is. The INFJ is a human lie detector. They don't like that. However, we are not responsible for what they like. And I mean, you ladies are already calling out, celebrities feeding off of us like a corrupt group of parasites. And it's what it is. It just, if you feel kind of like you're being a host, to these, these people with lots of subscribers, if you feel like, they're kind of, sucking on your energy, and then they talk about you, but they talk down about you. That's what it is. They don't believe in divination, don't believe in any of that shit, but yet they'll mention it and then tell you how they don't believe in it, or they don't need that. They don't need that to come up with their research topics. It's just what it is. Why say anything then? Just seems kind of odd to me. And it's one of those channels where as soon as we talk about something, they have a new entertainment. It's just what it is. It's funny that we'll have a topic and then poof, they've got an entertainment show that's fear-based and twisting it all around and controlling the narrative. So today it was, well, and I understand that's the current affair with the floods and whatnot. But we predicted the natural disasters before they happened, and then, it's a magic backfire. So they're talking about occult practices, but we know that it's a magic backfire confirmation. That's what it is. and they're going to continuously be haunted. I can't do anything about that. That's what it is. What they put out on us is going back on them, and they're continuing to get the reaction. That's that energy that's in your cards. So it's what it is. And I mean, I would hate to think that these celebrities are all wrapped up in the wrong Dead Dad Before Thanksgiving conspiracy, or the hire a hitman for the Earth Angel energy, because it's just what it is. I know that the big names really care about that shit, but notice how they don't talk about any of that. Notice how they don't talk about any of that. They harvest off of us, but they don't talk about any of those topics. They don't bring that awareness. Excuse me. Interesting. What is going on? Wow. Well, I tell you what that instantly brings to mind. Dolores Cannon. That's what it is. We're getting weird water running around. That's what it is. Water represents emotion. So since that would be their timeline, that's what it is. Thank you, angels. Right. You're going to have a lot of people who are going to be haunted. I didn't even look at the time. You're going to have a lot of people being haunted. Strange noises, strange things occurring because they attacked an angel. So we're protected by angels, getting signs, synchronicities, and omens, and then they down divination. It's what it is. I don't even want to get into it. But when you hear that Pisces is surrounded by the angels, yeah, I get all kinds of weird noises and shit. When stuff like that happens, I immediately think of Dolores Cannon. She went to do a talk in South Africa, I do believe, Johannesburg, South Africa. I'll have to go back and research the story again. But anyway, they sell all these tickets, and then everybody shows up. And it was almost like a setup. It was like they had set Dolores Cannon up. They get her there, but they're real bad on voodoo and the devil's work and da 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 da. And she's like, what the fuck? What am I going to do? They don't believe in any of this shit. So by presenting what Dolores Cannon does with QHHT for healing and not striking that nerve, and just shut it down. $200 tickets, who knows? They had to shut it down because water was coming out of the ceiling. So, because they don't believe in aliens and shit. So, get everybody out. And the janitors come in with trash cans and shit, and they're catching the water coming from the ceiling. And they bring everybody back in. They're like, oh, we don't know what to tell you. Water was coming from the ceiling, but there's no pipes. No pipes. Dolores used to have miracles happen in her office all of the time. So I would say strange water trickling from somewhere. I don't have any leaks that I know of. It's just what it is. Y'all getting weird water running in the walls and shit. That's what it is. People are getting haunted, tormented by these demonic entities. And then here I am talking about entertainment with the flood. Leave it alone. Anyway, so you're going to have baneful magic backfires. The readers have already picked up on it. They're starting to get karma. I still have 5-star reviews and shut everything down because of this shit. Let's do a reading, shall we? God, Goddess, all that is, angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light. I ask that I be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself, as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. I got a feeling it's my carpet shampooer, but kind of weird for my carpet shampooer to just start trickling a little bit of water. It doesn't have a leak. That's what it is. So I hear there's a temperance angel out there that they protected that's now surrounded by a legion of angels. Is that true? Is that true, ladies? Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. That would be the Sagittarius and Neptunian energy that rules Pisces sun star energy. And now you've got energy all over the collective of the temperance angel with the sun and the moon. You think? You think so? You think it's that Aries, Mercury, Venus energy that's all in the cards? That's what it is. It's the goddess of war energy, the morning star. That's your God's secret weapon energy. Right, man. I'm fucking reader after reader talking about they tried to put a hit out on the worst Earth angel they could have possibly chose to do that to. Left brain, right brain, subconscious mind. Think about that. What define media shit show? That's what it is. You can't deny it at this point. Ooh, look at that at the bottom of the deck. Oh, did they try to unalive an Earth Angel? Have they done this before? Let me tell you something about a media shit show with Earth Angels. There was a real estate agent. Oh, something tragic happened. They've got her on the news. What is it? Oh, she was such an Earth Angel. This was her Earth Angel number. Da da da. Yeah, you never put her on the news till she was dead. So that's what it is. Too little, too late. That's what it is. So now, I mean, how are we going to deal with temperance angel energy being attacked by rich men on an island with your children? That's what it is. What are you going to do? I mean, that's what it is. We're just going to forgive that shit. We're going to release the past. That's their media shit show. you can't deny it. You can't have at least 3 readers today broadcasting that energy out to thousands of women per reader, and they don't know each other. I'm pretty slick in how I pick up my energy readers. because I learned a long time ago. High level intuition, you can't explain that shit to a normie. They don't believe it. Right? You go to Personality Hacker Podcast, it'll tell you over and over again. Introverted intuition is so fine tuned, they can't understand that level of super empath. Oh, he's got superpowers. Bitch, you got no idea. What is the focus on the situation? Sound healing is upside down. There are people in their feelers. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Right? We're surrounded by angels being protected due to baneful magic, and Lee in the UK is being tormented by demons. That's sad as that is. So you just what it is. You just take a screenshot, throw that shit up on your Facebook. You get to see the bottoms of his feet. No, I've been there. They talk about Pisces can walk through the fire. Yeah, I've been there. That's what it is. So whatever's backfiring into that house that he's in, I've seen it. There's not much you can get past me at this point. Being able to detect that energy was what you got a community under judgment. They've been using witchcraft on the courthouse. Now they're shut down. Fucking math is just mathing, isn't it? That's what it is. Yeah, they will not be evolving. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. It's energy all in the cards due to the sun, due to the temperance angel, the Sagittarius temperance angel in Neptune that rules Pisces sun. Okay, cool. I can't get out of that no matter what the fuck I do. That's where it is. They attack that business. Okay, great. That shit's across the planet due to the sun energy. Where are the others? where are the others? Where are the other earth angels that God has showed up in their lives creating natural disasters? That energy is in the cards too. You can't have the moon market shut the fuck down right here on Karma Day, right after I get stepdaughter for a Mother's Day gift. Pisces toxic X has the devil working through him. So my question is, which one? Which toxic X has the devil through him? Because this is what it is. There's multiple daddies. So what does it give all the daddies the devil for Father's Day? Moving forward, it's the best thing about it. How is Pisces able to remove his karma? Well, that's very, very simple. The teacher takes on the karma of the student, right? Due to injury, due to the INFJ door slam. Once I slam that door, it's done. Pisces is gone. Pisces has left the building. That's what it is. Look at how much fucking chaos, drama, and turmoil is still in the cards around that energy because we opened a business after healing for years, multiple NDEs coming out of the darkness. And now you've got reader after reader talking about baneful magic. Imagine that. Fuck yeah, you can't trust these people at all. That's what it is. God will show you who you can trust. He gives you stepdaughters that are earthquakes on Mother's Day. That's what it is. You know, you've got reader after reader talking about they're sitting back watching all this unfold. Yeah, do you think they came up against a temperance angel? That's what it is. I can't change my birth chart. It's just what it is. And Reiki is in my birth chart. Reiki's universal life force energy. That means they were basically my Reiki shield. Cool. That's made out of God force energy. So if they're projecting mischief and it bounces off of me, I don't have to do anything. Their projections, I'm rubber, you're glue. It bounces off me and sticks to you. Cool. That's Loki. That's Loki and Freya Earth magic. Loki was the god of mischief. You think they got in? You think they got into low key to Reiki's Akashic records? You think they did? That's what these readers are saying. Cool. Well, would that be Loki, the Earth Angel from Dogma? Loki, the mask of Loki? Where's my coffee cup? That's what it is. The trickster spirit, the god of mischief, or Loki, the avenger. Which one would it be? Which one of those Lokis would it be that I get direct messages from, just like I read tarot cards frame for frame out of the movies to open up their secrets? There's a key to it. Right? You learn how to read universal life force energy. It's not that hard. You got that energy. Pisces, they can't figure out how you know. The divine set them up. The divine creator already set them up before they ever did it. It's that simple. That simple. How did you think I know that market was going to close? Now, it was kind of a surprise for it to come in on the 8th. Fucking life purpose. What is it? You think you got a reader talking today that they've been trying to take the Earth Angel out for 40 years because they knew who they can. A narcissist can see you before you can see them. INFJ Earth Angels, being able to use both sides of your brain with introverted intuition, highly, highly gifted. That's what it is. That's why they gaslight you and tell you that you're crazy. Because the last thing they want is for you to fucking out them. They're malicious. They're malignant. Narcissists. That's what it is. And INFJ women are a fucking magnet. That's what it is. If you go over to, was it Angel Ministries? Anyway, that's the whole thing about the INFJ blowing the lid off of everything. Because once you can see through the red flags of the love bombing, once you can see through that smoke, that love bomb smoke, that's what it is. Be able to spot it before it happens. What do we need to explore? Heart compass. Oh, I hear Christ Heart Consciousness is back on your planet. Did that shit return to your planet? Is that what it is? Yes. So we were just having a conversation today. It's called the Christ Heart Consciousness chakra for a reason. Why, when you're doing breathing exercises and breathing prana into your Christ Heart Consciousness, oh, we're accepting Jesus into our heart. No, you're accepting prana into your Christ Heart Consciousness chakra. It's a technique out of Asia, where they named it. It's named in Asia 2,500 years ago. I mean, that's the biggest thing. And the comment on, if you go to the community post and you see what I just screenshot off of Reddit, go to the second screenshot all the way down at the bottom. Specifically talks about them pissing off churches. Cool. You think they were using baneful magic on the churches? Fucking simple question. What do you think? That energy is all in the cards. That's what it is. Leave it alone. Right. So, anyway, evolution from the past ain't happening. Yeah, creative spark. Look at that. That's what it is. Expect today. Expect the unexpected today. It is what comes around, goes around day. 7, 8, 9. You can't. God Force 7, God Force 8, God Force. Well, it would be 2025. That's duality with God Force through duality for change. 9, divine endings and conclusions. All numbers hold a vibration. That's what it is. Tesla said, if you want to unlock the secrets to the universe, think in terms of vibration, frequency, and energy. Cool. Every number holds a specific vibration that cannot pop into your reality unless you're in the energy of that frequency. Self-love. Look at that. They did not expect you guys to love your gifts, to stand in your truth, to find healing when they always, for every this, there is a that. You cannot argue with me. You cannot have this without that, and there's no profit in the cure. Period. And what works for one person doesn't work for another. However, we all have the choice to choose protection. Look at that. Spiritual protection on our life purpose going forward, and yes, golden treasures. Look at that. So I hear they tried to stop a crown activation using voodoo dolls and shit. You think it had anything to do with that fucking market? Do you? Who knows? I'm not claiming anything. It's just what it is. You've got a lot of that energy in the cards that's around my specific birth chart. Cool. The only thing I know to do is to find other people that match that energy that is mine. Because all that shit's going to come back on the sun in the end. What they put out goes back on them. You've got readers talking about every time they come after you with magic, there are floods, earthquakes, increased paranormal activity. Cool. The first thing I think is, did they go after a paranormal INFJ? Did they go after an INFJ mystic and end up with a flood at Camp Mystic? Follow the signs. The shit was written in the stars. It's not that hard to figure out, and it lines up perfectly. I look at them attacking an INFJ mystic and then getting floods at Camp Mystic. When you go and listen to the research, it was a Christian camp. Cool. Were they doing religious cult shit there with children? Who knows? Who fucking knows? Seems very, very odd, and the math is mathing, and worst natural disaster ever in Texas. And then you have entertainment fear-based channel talking about it being occult practices. Okay, great. We already said that. We already said it was a magic backfire, occult magic. That's what it is. Do they go more in depth into it? Yeah, but what's the first thing they say? Don't listen to divination. Why? Because we call them out too. That's what it is. Do I need any more cards? No, thank you for that, Spirit. That's what it is. I mean, anytime I hear them downing spirituality because we're connecting to the higher self, right? If they have a problem with that, it's because they have no connection to the higher self. They look outside of themselves for the answers, right? And then present all that research that they've done looking outside of themselves, and it all stems from something someone else told them, something they read somewhere else, other than tapping into their own intuition and going forward. And then specifically say, we didn't need divination, we didn't. Okay, great. That's what it is. Well, it looks like the community under judgment didn't need that market either that I predicted fucking months ago. And it popped up in that specific number with those symbols that the fear-based entertainment company just told everybody they didn't need. They didn't need any of that shit, but yet mine synchronistically lined up like the angels handed it to me. So, enough said. Anyway. Right, we will figure it out. I mean, we can't get out of the wrong dead dad for Thanksgiving. Tarot told me that divination that the entertainment company says, we didn't need any of that. Yeah, well, cool. They prepared me. They prepared me for a death on the holidays before it happened. Ain't no news research that you went and did going to tell you that. That's what it is. It's simple opposition. Simple opposition. What's the problem? I have to have physical evidence. What does the entertainment company have? All kinds of, oh, look at all this physical evidence. You don't need divination. You don't need a connection to your higher self. No. You don't need any of that shit. But yeah, that's the one consciousness that connects us all is what had me prepared for that. So that's what it is. And that's the question. Who's playing with the voodoo doll? I mean, we can cover up shit with the occult using the elements and da. Great. Where's that voodoo doll? Why is there energy in the divination community that the entertainment company says don't listen to when celebrities are involved on trying to sacrifice an earth angel to the devil and the wrong dead dad for Thanksgiving appearing like the fucking corn woman out of the wheat? Thank you for that. Azrael from Dogma. Central AC, the biggest sin. That's what it is. I will figure it out. That's what it is. However, Pisces, don't be afraid to ask for help. Who would you ask help from that for? The people that are trying to cover up Epstein Island due to the fucking due to divination. That's what it is. Yeah, come on in, boys. Come on in. Let's go. Let's talk about dads and children around you fucks. Wash my hands clean of that. Namaste.